What's good, everybody? Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. So it's been a crazy, crazy year for the Dallas Mavericks, right? Um, Coming off of losing the championship to the Boston Celtics in a gentleman's sweep. They come into the season, struggle a little bit, injuries happen, and then Luka Doncic gets traded. And nobody saw this coming, including myself, who has covered this team for about 15 years, gone to games, interviewed guys, etc. You can name it. Never thought that trade would happen. Nico Harrison becomes the ultimate villain of DFW. He took over Jerry Jones' spot, it looks like. And now there's a redemption possibly. And that's because they won the draft lottery. They got the number one pick, a team that won 37 games. I said it correct. 37, I believe, wins this year, had a 1.8% chance of getting that first pick, and they got it. The Washington Wizards won, I think, 18 games last year and ended up with the 7th pick or the 8th pick. That is insane. The Dallas Mavericks have won the draft lottery. Now, let's get into it. What should they do? So, obviously, the prize of this situation is going to be Cooper Flagg. I don't see another guy. I do. You heard about the Dylan Harper. What's my kid over at Rutgers? I'm sorry, having a brain fart. I think it's Ace Bailey. Yeah, Ace Bailey. I'm sorry about that. Those are the names that have been mentioned amongst the top three. Um, if you're the Dallas Mavericks, what do you do? Because this team is supposed to be a championship now team. Now, a championship now team may consider trading that number one pick and getting a guy like Giannis. We've seen the rumors already. Giannis wants to go to a no state income tax allegedly. You put Giannis on a team with Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving when he comes back, you're talking about a team that can win a championship immediately. Now, the problem with that is this. You got to have hope everybody's healthy and guys can actually mesh well together. Now, on the flip side is this. You draft Cooper Flagg. I still think this team is going to be a good competitive playoff team, regardless of how I felt about the Luka Doncic trade, because I don't think it was a great trade. But if you're able to draft Cooper Flagg, you're not only getting immediate help, you're getting future help. This team has no assets. They have nothing going forward for the next 5 years. So you can build around a guy like Cooper Flagg, who many deem as the next great player of the NBA, young guy. So it's a tough decision for the Mavericks. Now, it's already come out allegedly that Patrick Dumont and the ownership has made it clear they're not trading the pick. So Cooper Flagg looks like he will be a Dallas Maverick, which is, man, it's crazy. And I know that the running joke is the Mavs always get these white guys in draft, but man, not a number one pick. I would have never thought in a million years. And I think we all can agree that this would have never happened. My question to y'all is this: what would you do? Do you keep Cooper Flagg? Do you keep Cooper Flagg? I think he's no one pick. But do you keep that number one pick or do you trade it for a guy like Giannis? Because if you're the Dallas Mavericks, once again, when Nico made this trade, I remember hearing a quote saying it was a 3-year time frame of this team winning the championship. You getting Giannis today, that could probably guarantee you a possibility of winning the championship immediately. Now, in the long run, we don't know how that works. Now, Cooper Flagg, on the other hand, who I think is going to be a really good player, who knows? But what if he ends up being a bust and you got no one pick and he doesn't be good? I don't know if that's the case. I'm not going to call him a great player or a bust. I don't want to put judgment on the kid early. I think he's going to be a good pro. Let's just say that. He could be a generational pro. Who knows? I know that word gets thrown around lightly a lot. Like I said, this trade was crazy from the get-go. When they traded Luka, I thought that I didn't know what the Mavs were doing. They looked lost. I think there was a little shock, but they get a redemption. And I know people want to call it rigged. I know when they want to say, man, the NBA is doing them a favor because they did the Lakers a favor. Who knows? They say the draft lotteries are rigged. I'm a conspiracy theorist type of guy. I listen to all those type of things, and I kind of believe in a few things. Who says? I don't know. I don't know. Part of me wants to say it's rigged, but part of me is like, look, man, the NBA guys, the basketball guys are doing the Mavs fans a favor because the Mavs fans have been through a lot, losing a guy like Luka Doncic. And when that 30 for 30 comes out about that 30 years from now, we'll know the truth about what really happened and why he got traded. But, like I said, what do you do if you're the Dallas Mavericks? Do you keep the number one pick? Do you trade it? Like I said, right now, Cooper Flagg is likely the number one pick in this case. Dylan Harper gets it, or Ace Bailey, who a lot of people like in this draft as well. So, what I want y'all to do is leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Should they trade it? Should they keep it? Should they trade back? Obviously, they don't trade the Spurs, my God. Imagine trading that number one pick to the Spurs, and then they end up with Wemby and Cooper Flagg. That would be terrifying. And that was my biggest fear. Like, man, could you imagine the Spurs getting the number one pick? How that would happen. But kudos to the Dallas Mavericks. Nico gets a shot at redemption. I don't know if it's redemption or what do you call it. But just on the Nico Harrison note, real quick before I get out of here, up to that Luka move, he had done some very good things, right? Drafting guys like Derek Lively, trading for PJ Washington, trading for Daniel Gafford. It's weird how it works, right? One move can change your whole career. And as of right now, that move was trading Luka Doncic, and it doesn't look like it may not work out, but who knows? They win a championship. Maybe all is well, and Dallas fans forgive them. So what I want y'all to do is leave a comment, leave a like on this. Let me know what you think about this situation. Was it rigged? Do you trade number one pick? Who you drafting at number one? What do you do in this situation if you're the Mavericks? Giannis Antetokounmpo will be available, right? It looks like. So maybe the Mavs go out to him. Maybe a guy like Kevin Durant comes in town. Who knows? What would you do? Once again, this is your boy C Hendo. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Peace.